Good evening. This is the Lone Wolf, and today I felt like messing around with Neverwinter once more. Now, again, it's another action MMORPG, same as we've discussed before. The difference is, though, that this one, as shown before, is based on Dungeons and Dragons instead of any other game format. Now, the first thing I'm sure you're noticing is we're quiet. That's because Neverwinter's game music does not operate in the background. So, as long as I have this up and running, you're not hearing the game. So, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the game. Now, you may remember a couple weeks ago, I'd started a character, Malagar. I actually wound up restarting the character because I wasn't thrilled with the fact that I'd already had a sword and board fighter right here. So I redid him as a paladin. Now, you may notice that all of these characters are showing recent play, and that's because what I've been doing is I've been bouncing back and forth between characters to go ahead and perform the prayer time. So that's actually what I'm going to do right now. So let's see here. I want to be honest, you're probably going to hear me bounce in and out of the audio so that way I can try to keep track of the various chats. But this will give me an opportunity to show things that I didn't get a chance to show on my first introductory playthrough. Such as, what am I thinking of? Jobs, professions, there we go, and religions and stuff like that. Now this is my original character that I started when I first started playing the game in the first place. So what we're doing here is, as you see, we're in the big old blue circle, and if you hear the music and you look at the sky, we're actually in the middle of the Halloween thing that's going on in Neverwinter. But I'm not primarily going to focus on that in a second. So
you would do well to seek the favor of the gods.
You have the prayer system. All right, now we're actually going to move out of the circle here for a moment. I'm going to access. Oh, there we go. I'm going to access the prayer menu. Why did that do that? Oh, Control I. There we go. Now, originally when the game first came out, you went in, you did your prayer, you get all your bonuses. Now they spread it out over the course of approximately, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to say 5 hours. Okay. And every time you get experience, you'll also get a boost to the rough astral diamonds, which is what we use to buy things in the auction house. You'll get special currency that you can use in the store here, and the ability to bump up your God's blessing to your character once every 15 minutes or so. Okay? Now, the way to do that is you're in a rest area. As you hear, you get the sound. Oh, we're happy. And then we have
your patron deity, and you shall be rewarded.
The patron, the emblem up here that shows up. So you can either hit the Alt key and click on that, or you just press Control I. And here we go. I've gained a small boost available for experience. I've gained a significant sum of experience points compared to the maximum. It's about, we'll call it 1% of the total experience for this particular level. And the coins. Now, I'm going to click up here to take us to the actual store. The Celestial coins here you can use, I'm sorry, the Ardent Favor coins you can use here. Now, I'm actually saving up for the White Horse. I might actually be closer on another character. We'll take a closer look later, because I think I actually used this once to get something else. But then you also have your Celestial Synergy, which gives you a few different options for benefits. You can do ability boosts, you can do professions, you can get enhancements, and you can do artifacts. Now, the artifacts will give you enchanting wards and stuff to help out with improving your enchantments, which I'll show you in a couple moments. And this box here actually gives you rewards that you can use to actually disenchant and turn into energy points for improving enchantments elsewhere. Now, I have 11 out of 14. You will be limited to 14 here for the Celestial, but for the Ardent, it's a continuing growth pattern. But just to show you what we got here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Professions pack, which is now right there. Now, we can choose to sell this in the auction house. I am not going to sell this. We're going to open it. And here we got a bunch of Residuum and a Desert Rose. So that'll be stuff we can use later on in the future. The next thing I want to look at while we're here is the Professions. Oh, and there's my pet, Queenie, which I named my war dog after my real dog. So anyway, to access your professions, just simply press the N key. Now, unlike many other games where you'll be limited in your profession count, you can actually perform all the professions with the exception of the Black Eye Shaping right off the bat. Now, because I've been playing this character for a while... Okay, I just got nudged. I've unlocked several things here, but you're going to run the collection, you get your bonuses. And now my artifact creation ability is above 5. Let's see here. Give me just a second. Wrong one. There we go. Alright. But once you're in here, you're going to start off with a single point. And you get one for bumping up to, I'm going to say, level 20. It's either 20 or 40. And you get one for bumping up to level 60. You get one for getting one of these up to level 3. And one of them for up to level 10. And you can see the rest of these here. Alright. Now, I'm gonna actually, you know what? Let me make sure I don't have any weird display blockers. Nope. Okay. And so, setting up for your professions is quite simply as easy as going with whatever you're trying to make. In my case, we're gonna do a leatherworking, and we're gonna sort it by the highest option. Now, I have enough skinners here to produce a tanner, which is important for future stuff that I'll be doing. Alright, so let's see, we're going to cure some dark pelts. And apparently you need a tanner for this, so we'll start that. And let's say you hit your option, you want to go to a different one, you just click on a different one. There you go. This one here will net me 3 silver, some experience, some leadership points, which is what you see here, and a chest. Not a bad thing to do.
Got a high dexterity.
And you're... Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and work some grinders. Now, the more you add, the faster it'll work. But then you also have, in some cases, like we'll go into artificing. Let's see what we got here. Obviously, you can hire more people to do the work for you. Now, obviously, there'll be some people complaining that you're not doing your own work, and I understand where you're going with that. But, you know what? Have fun with what you got. Now, let's see. Jewel crafting. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I don't have any more polishers. That's fine. We'll go ahead and hire some more polishers. Why? Because why not? And these will continue to run whether you're online or not. Now, as I said a few moments ago, we're in the middle of the Halloween thing. There's a bunch of pumpkins around. If we go looking, you're going to see some weird looking things walking around the town. There's one right there. Mr. Pumpkinhead. But can't really do a whole heck of a lot. I mean, sure, you can get up to them. And I apparently had a liar's charm. Wait, did I? Yes, I apparently did. I apparently started the Halloween stuff at another point. But the liar's charms contain these different things here. Now, you'll always get the base level illusionist mask. It's a nice little trinket to have if you don't really have anything else there. But as you see, I've already been working with the wholesalers page. I'm not going to disenchant that one because it may come in handy. You also get your masquerade tokens, which are obviously currency you'll use specifically for this little thing. So you got a couple options. You can look around for glittery pumpkins, like that one. I apparently have a bunch of liar's charms. It must be in my bag. So let's see if we can't get rid of some. Oh, what do we got here?
We're glad you've joined. The Masquerade of Liars is a festival of frivolity and misrule. It celebrates costumes and treats, and the freedom of appearing to be someone or something.
Lady Luck is my mistress.
Our masked celebrants have hidden liars' charms in skill objects and on unsuspecting monsters all across the Sword Coast. Find them, retrieve them, and bring them back to Protector's Enclave, where you can trade them to our masquerade illusionists for bags of treats. The masquerade tokens you'll receive inside the bags can be redeemed for costumes, masks, and all sorts of other prizes. We're glad you've joined us at the masquerade today, and we hope you enjoy our little festival. Our masquerade's lore master awaits you up in the Moonstone Mask with truths and rumors, secrets and lies. Return every day, learn all there is to know, and perhaps you'll truly understand the Masquerade of Liars. During the Masquerade of Liars, our masquerade illusionists entertain the good folk of our city with their illusions. To keep the party going, they also gather liars' charms, a small bauble useful in maintaining their magic. Take these liars' charms to them and trade them for bags of illusionist treats, which contain all sorts of prizes.
Okay. So there's that. We have this store right here. Now I've already got 3 of these masquerade tokens. But they can be used to make yourself a little smaller or give yourself a different look. Make yourself a little bigger. Colors, foods, people to help you out, and of course you have to have your Halloween stuff, like this one. Now, this is one of the sets for fashion clothes on the one character I've been playing for a while. I actually have most of that set done. So now one of our objectives is to find these illusionists and trade in for bags. There's 1. We're supposed to do 5. And then there's also this little hide and seek thing going on over here.
Greetings, and welcome to the Contest of Liars.
I guess once I
Please
pick
help
one, I
us
have to work with one
Greetings and
only.
welcome to the Contest of Liars. Please, help us.
Anyway. Now another thing that's mildly interesting here is one of the things you get in the bags is a pinata.
I still yearn for wings. I will
Now, I'll be
find
honest, my gear is woefully under-equipped for doing what I'm doing.
It's been a long time since we Dragonborn have journeyed so far from our kin.
A lot of that has to do with the fact that I haven't really been playing recently. There's a pumpkin up there, but I apparently am... I'm apparently sitting on more than 5. Charms. Now, even though they're turned in, I can still keep turning in. Even though I've completed the quest, I can still keep turning in until I run out.
I've discovered something valuable. Are you worthy enough to claim it?
Yeah. Now, sadly, there's only 10 hours left, so we're not going to be going too nuts with trying to completely get done on this character, because I have another character with a little further. So here's our bag. Alright, I don't think... No, I did not get a single... I didn't get a single, pinata. A little crazy.
dungeon chests hope.
Yeah, apparently I'm sitting on my daily dungeon keep. That's fine. Let's take a look in the bank. Let's see. Oh, yep, there they are. That explains a lot. You'll also notice I have a considerable number of additional bonuses that I've been collecting for a while. So, there are those. Let's go ahead and drop these off. Rank 4. Rank 4. I'll be honest, I have absolutely no idea how much I actually have tucked away, because it's been a while since I played this character. I mean, if we take a look, the gear I'm currently using here is all level 45, and I'm in level 66. I'm a level 66 character now. So, yeah.
I'll help you in all ways.
I don't think I have anything in the mail for this character. There it goes. Nope. Alright. Usable by me. And we'll mark this down to, let's call it 55. Now, if you've played any game with a auction house, this is pretty standard fare. All right. Renewing hood of piercing. So we got extra hit points, armor penetration, defense and regeneration. Well, I think we're gonna go with this one. Now, I'll be honest, I really need to take some time and figure out the proper statting for these characters. We're gonna just give ourselves a nice little bump up here. Let's bump this up to 56. Let's see what that does. There we go. That's starting to look a little better. But I think we can bump it up a little higher. We'll go bump up to 60 in this case. $64? Oh, well, there we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Longbow. And offhand. Whoa, that's a huge price jump. Alright, well, if we're trying to stay cheap, alright. And with that, I will have a whole fresh set of armor, which means I won't be absolutely useless when I head out of town. Alright. And now I should be a little better geared with relatively fresh stuff. Next thing to do is to remove our various enchantments. Typically, you're going to want to save for the better ones. Because you will go through your gold lightning fast this way. Used to be that you would simply... Used to be that you could simply disenchant the stuff and get the enchantments out of it, but now that's no longer an option. So, in reality, I have quite a few rather higher refined items that I can, and I'm gonna really risk losing here. I think I managed to save them all. Left me with no money, but I saved all the enchantments.
I will find the truth. I have seen through the lies of the Howling Gate.
see what I got here. Oh, wait, I missed one. Ah, that's a Mark 6. Shoot. Alright, well. Now we're going to convert. This is going to be a pain in the butt. So ultimately all I'm doing right now is I'm just converting all the junk into points that I can use later. The only one that I don't want to convert right now is the one right here. Because the last thing I want to do is ruin that enchantment. There we go. Now we can... What do we got here? Up the glory booster. Yep. Now we can just do a sort all bags. And there we go. So... a lot of these potions I have are really, really old. I'm not going to be able to use them for anything, so that's something I'll work on in the near future. Alright.
I will help you in all way. Here is freedom.
So, oh wait a minute. Did I... Okay, good. I didn't accidentally destroy my good bow. That having been said, I might have accidentally gotten rid of a good pair of boots. Now... Ah, yes. Let me go ahead and do this other questy thing here.
The Masquerade of Liars is a celebration of mystery and misrule, epitomized by two great gods of our pantheon, Lyra and Mask. This festival is the high point of the year for followers of these deities.
Now, the funny thing is, there's actually, you see this masquerade illusionist here? Plays off of a common joke about no girls play online games. Eventually, and this particular illusionist will always, I've never seen this particular illusionist play anything other than female characters, but it's a guy. It always makes me chuckle when I see that one. Now, as you see, I'm collecting these things in the world here, in the town here, by going to the pumpkins. If I were to go out and actually start attacking enemy creatures, they would have a chance of dropping them as well. So you're not limited to just 5. You're not limited to only what you can pick up in the town. If I remember correctly, I've actually had over 40 of those things at once. As long as you have one of those in your possession, and you haven't actively gone to these guys recently, they'll have the pumpkin things over their heads. So if I have more, that guy would have one over his head, and he doesn't. Ah, yes. Scandalous rumors to convert. Let's go ahead and open these. Maybe I'll actually get a, nope. No, let's see, where's my masquerade mask? Fine. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn in some quests first.
The elemental breath. As a druid, I'm committed to maintaining a balance between the various forces of nature. Temporary imbalances are to be expected and usually sort themselves out.
We're going to come back to those later on. Right now, though, my primary objective is to work through the various characters.
We're glad you've joined.
Now, I'm going to immediately use that refinement. There we go. Already bumped up. That was nice and quick. The reality is, working your way through the early level of this thing is really easy. It's just a matter of having the parts you need to do it. And now I don't have the parts, so I'm stuck. That's okay. However, we can work on this. And looks like we're short a moderate mark of potency on the Wondrous Bazaar. Which is right here.
Do you have Astral Diamond?
So we're looking for the moderate mark of potency for 6,000. Wow. Probably the reason why I've never done this one. And looks like the best price I'm going to be able to find is a bid. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice here is the way that this actually does its search options here. The way it does the search options is, instead of giving you comparing direct price, it actually does a comparison of price per unit. So that's something to remember. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and change out to the other characters, work our way through. Here's my sword and board. Ding! Open up a fourth slot. That's exactly what I was going for. Alright.
You would do well to seek the favor of the gods.
And that's looks like that's all I'm doing for that one for now. So let's go to weaponsmithing. Why? Because why not? Excuse me. Now, as I said earlier, use these for these as well.
And you shall be
We're going to do one with the celestial artifacts. Greater enchanting stone and preservation board. Comes in handy. And now, change to character. My great weapon fighter, Dwarf Trollis.
Time to take your medicine.
Let's see here. As you you see, once we get to level 30, we'll open up another one. Any of the level ones, any of these level 10. There we go. Now, if anyone's actually seen my World of Warcraft stream, you may recognize the name and the basis behind the character design.
Invoke your
This is
patron deity,
Deborah
and
Lee
you shall be rewarded.
Farrenhold, based off of the Draenei character of the same name. Once you get to a certain point, you can start hiring more and more of these guys. Once I got plenty of carvers, I'm looking to hiring more realistic. And now, back to Malagar.
Faerun is full of opportunities.
Yearning's freedom. I will help you in all ways. I still yearn for balance.
And let's see. Something sold for 5. And I've apparently been outbid on a bunch of things I decided to go for. So as you can see, I'm actively pushing for the leadership one. So we're gonna look anytime we can do the 81, it's usually better to do it that way, because even though you're not getting personal experience, our personal experience we can get by simply playing the game. Alt. From the auction house, my bids. So let's see. What the? I never bid on that. Why is that showing up on here? Okay. I mean, they don't even have bid options, so I don't know what those are. Now I feel I need to figure out what the heck is going on, because I never bid on any of those things. I did bid on this, and this, and this, and this. But I don't know what the heck those are for. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna head out to continue with the questing on this particular area. I spent some time clearing out the... Oh! I have some, leftover, pinatas on this one. Let's go someplace where people often roll through.
I will find the truth.
And we'll just go back there.
Always. I have seen through the lies.
It's literally a because this character's only level 40, it's going to take a really long time to work with this. So if anybody who's a level 55 or higher shows up and knows how to crap at this, it'll drop the stuff. And there we go. Someone showed up and made life a whole lot faster.
Still yearn for wings. I have seen through the lies of the howling. I will help you in all ways.
10 more seconds and I can drop another one. You can only post those up every 2.5 to 3 minutes.
I have seen through the lies of the howling. I still yearn for wings. I will find the truth. The air is freedom. I have seen through the lies of the howling hatred. I will help you in all ways. I have seen through the lies of the howling hatred. I will help you in all ways. I still yearn. Through the lies of the howling, the air is freedom. I will find the truth. I have seen through the lies of the howling. I will find the truth.
Ah, well.
I will find the truth. I have seen through the lies of the howling, the air is freedom. I still yearn for wings. I will find the truth.
So that's 30 more seconds before I can use the other part. And let's see if I can continue finding this. Wow! I didn't make any progress that time. Now, as you see, this character's only level 40, so it doesn't really go for these coming out of it. because level 40, I'm really at the mercy of level 55 and up to come through. It saves me some lot of time. There we go.
I will find the truth.
Let's see what we have. Headgear, tunic, and pants. Now I've already got the pants, so I can actually sell those. And sell those for change. Looks like I've already got the headgear too. So, sell this one. Those ones are mine. These I can sell for silver.
I have seen through the lies of the howling. I still yearn for ways.
Mushroom. Now the reality is, I'm actually wearing the Lyra head pants that I've actually dyed. Alright. Just because I thought it looked amazing that way. It's actually the Halloween dye on the Lyra pants. So I mean I had to do that. They looked amazing. I was like, yeah, this is totally it. I believe I have one more, two more pinatas.
I will help you in all ways. I still do.
Over here, so we're mostly out of the range of that stupid thing. man, still no last piece that I need to make the broom mount, actually. Let's see what we got in. Yeah, so you got the 25 bristles. And I have all the parts I need to upgrade my mask to the top level, top tier mask. So looking forward to that. All right. That leaves us to where we actually go do our questing.
Still yearn for
oh, goodness. Alright, now this is where I'm currently working. Evan Downs.
Would I like
Another thing I wanted to talk about was the companions. Now here's the thing about the companions. They used to have a much more interesting addition to them. They really, really did. But what happened is we had some not very cool people decide they were going to ruin that. And now we have a broom that's going to help us sweep up and yeah. Unfortunately, today will be the last of the Halloween stuff because during the reboot of the servers, it'll be ended. Okay, so apparently we're going to the Drowned King's Barrow and rescue ghosts from the Ghost Slavers, Soul Slavers. So we have a spirit there. We're trying to be captured. So soul freed from the slavers. We have zombies. Because what fantasy game wouldn't be complete without zombies? There we go. I thought I saw one. Yep. And the broom cleans up the mess. I had to get that broom because, I mean, if for nothing else, I could say I was a clean sweep. Alright, so that's 4 of 10. And it got chained back. Now that broom's a little overpowered. I'll be the first to admit that, but by golly is it awesome to watch. I may not be big into making generalizations, but let me tell you something. I may have a problem making sweeping generalizations, but let me tell you something. My broom does not have that problem. Terrible joke, and I should be ashamed that I tried to make it, and I'm not. The reality is, as long as I got that broom in here, I'm gonna be all but indestructible. go. Now, of course, me being the adventurer type that I am, you never go the way you're supposed to go in the first maneuver. You go the opposite direction. Hey, baby. Pause for a quick recharge. Torch just popped up. What's that? I guess realistically, I could have just come in here and done the job. What? Yeah. Whoa! There's gotta be a way to get over there. Let's see. Post.
The chance of severe sluttiness.
There is pretty heavily trapped, that's for darn sure. I guess we can come back and take a look at it. Ow. Take a look at this. 40, yeah, it's probably better than this guy. Injury. Should have injury kits in here. Injury kit, there we go. They weren't actually planning on trying to win that fight, were they? Oh, now it allows me to open. this chest. Religion hero. Yeah, definitely running around this room almost feels unfair. Let's see.
There is much to be killed. You have, with the Barrow Lords destroyed, you have greatly hindered Idris's attempt to build an undead army. Perhaps you should head back to Neverwinter and tell Sergeant Knox what's happened. I'm certain he'll want to know more, and I think there are far greater adventures ahead for you, my friend.
If you have the time, I'm posting a bounty to help me work.
Didn't quite make it. Oh well. So off the jump. That's always fun when you get white gear that's actually better than your lower level gear. Ta-da! All done. So let's see what we got here. Actually, I might have... Yep, let's run with those for now. And then we have, correctly, we have built. I think I'm going to roll with the smiting belt for now, for more power. Alrighty. And we're going to get rid of all the various whites here that I'm not going to need at all. And then down there. Convert our refinable goods. And then we gotta decide how much of these we're actually going to keep. Like, clearly anything that's bound gets converted. The reason being is because it's worth more as upgrade component than it is cash. Now we're going to bump up the aura of wrath. So I gain 5% damage, resistance, and 20% damage increase as I get injured. Now we go back to visit Knox. Wow.
Has Cannonfall come to take me to my final rest?
Of course. Mushroom hunt. Come on. There we go. Range. There's one. One more, just to be sure. Right now I'm tied for first. There we go, here's one. Oh, come on! Oh, I won! I won by a point! That might be enough to get me my shield. So let's... I use a small... Oh... Alright.
If you have the time.
And there it is! Alright! And the shield. Alright, that worked out nicely. I'll take it.
Interested in the mushroom event?
Nope, I already won it. Oh, and... ink. Alright, let's sell all the junk. And then, let's see what do we got here. That can be converted. Get rid of all the white stuff. And that'll do it. Alright, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and top off my arcane, all my various skill items. One nature kit. Three lock kits. Alright. And with that, we're gonna turn in the quest, and then I think I'm gonna call it an evening. Actually, I think I'm going to try my last Halloween Masquerade of Liars quest. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to go to bed. I wonder what's going to send me next.
Reaching so many.
There we go. Might as well take a few minutes and take care of those charms too, because if I don't do it now, it's not going to be worth anything tomorrow. And what I eventually came to realize is the higher level the content, the more likely you get the various loot drops as you play.
I will help
Back
you
here,
in
you
all
little
ways.
Murloc-looking thing. Two more to go.
Protectors are... That's an amazing tale. Suspended in air near Neverwinter is an island called the Pirates' Skyhold. For years, brutal pirates sailed their skyships from that floating hideaway, preying on merchants and villages all along the Sword Coast. But suddenly, a few decades ago, the raid stopped. No one knows why. I don't know if you've ever seen a sky ship before. Most people haven't. They were made in Halrua, a kingdom destroyed by the Spell Plague. Company Iago has one of the few sky ships left. They hope to acquire more by raiding Pirates' Skyhold. One of their recruiters can arrange for their skyship to shuttle you up there. A forsworn member of the Grey Wolf tribe has asked for help in reclaiming the honor of his people. It would certainly benefit Neverwinter to gain the goodwill of at least some of the Uthgard barbarians. Speak with Thalos Oathbreaker at the Forsworn camp near Velost in Neverwinter Woods.
Okay, apparently I gotta do the Helm's Hold. Whoa. I think based on the way I play, I'll probably benefit from power more. Oh wait, I don't need to go the whole way up there. I can just look right in here. Marks of Severus. 8. Sweet, I should be able to get a bag. Because who doesn't benefit from more cargo space?
I foresee great
I could have sworn there was a bag option here. Dope. Oh well. Let's open up this in here. Wow, not a single, pinata. I still got 2 more charms left, who knows? I'm not anticipating getting him, but it's possible. Wow. I blew through like 30 of those things today. The pinatas to try to get the sash, and I never got it. Now, here I am trying to get it, and it's like, no.
Choice, boss.
That's right. That's how happy I am. Look at all those fireworks and poppers going on. Okay. Let's take a look at what we got in the bank. Whew. Chests. Now here's the part I have a little bit of fun with. I can sell those chests for on average about 500 to 600 a piece. So we're going to take... And they'll sell really fast too. It's impressive, really. So we're gonna convert those.
I will find the truth. I have seen
Excuse me. Okay, I said it needs 50 apiece, but still. See, one of the things I've come to discover is if it's less than 1 or 2 Like, the likelihood it's going to sell is like nothing. So, everything you see that's left in here is going to be converted. And done. Alright, and with that, I think we are just about done here for the evening. Again, this is an entertaining game for me. I recognize it's not everyone's cup of tea. So with that in mind, I want to thank you all for coming along and enjoying the part you did. I had a relatively fun time, so I hope you did too. This is the Lone Wolf signing off. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy your night.